on the truss that we installed yesterday. And so a team effort. John ran this show from the lab. We had all the guys except for Tony in the lab. Tony was back in the aft flight deck running shuttle video from there. And we got you a couple of minutes of this video that you may have seen earlier today as we deployed both solar array wings. They both came out very, very well. You never know what to expect after they've been canned up in the box for many years, and they came out very, very well, and we're all very happy. It was a good day.
Yeah, this is Glacier payload swap out, Sandy, and I worked on this change out of the Glacier, which is a refrigerator for scientific samples, and I worked in the mid-deck side, and Sandy worked on the U.S. lab side.
Tony's doing a good job filling all these water bags for us. We're getting many of them, our little water pigs, and we have a nice water wall in the lab where we're keeping them, and we're going to overflow that, and we'll have to find another place to make a pond or a puddle or a wall of some kind. Every shuttle would keep giving us water until we get our water recycling system up to process urine. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm starting to get into here. There's a bunch of brackets across the water recycling racks, and Koichi is going to get to learn how to take those down and put them back. Once you've done it a few times, it's not so difficult, and you have to do that every time you get into those water recycling racks, and the distillation assembly, of course, is behind one of them, and that took a few hours today, not necessarily because of the stuff on the racks, but because of the bolts and things like that.
More transfer operations again. After the solar arrays were deployed today, we basically had about 3 or 4 hours of transfer ops going on for the majority of the crew members. And here you can see getting a handoff from, I believe it was maybe Ricky passing to me, and I'm going to shoot it over to John in the Columbus lab, and that's where he's going to go ahead and store a lot of our 5 MLE bags that we've had pre-positioned in the Columbus lab during this entire dock time frame. Got my first chance to exercise today, thanks to Tony and John fixing the ergometers. So I got a quick bike ride in between the solar array deploy and doing some transfer. And another workout session, this one on ARED. We're very fortunate, some of us, to be able to use ARED. It looks like it's going to be a phenomenal piece of workout gear, and I was happy to get some squats in today. It really is a tremendous exercise, and you know, I thought I was doing well, and Koichi came over here and he ratcheted up by about 3 times what I had, and he's just making it look so easy. This is just most kids just envy the opportunity to do this, and we've had a 50-plus-year-old kid all day long just looking forward to this. I'll let you have him tell you all about it. Yeah, I was just so excited by the vernal equinox that I couldn't resist flying around and crashing into things. Hey, there we were this morning finishing up our camp out. One thing that surprised me about going out the door today is the long process that it takes. We actually started last night and then probably about 4 or 5 hours this morning, and it was definitely a team effort with Tony and the station crew members getting us in and out of the hatch and getting us where we need to go. So it was a great start to a day. Yeah, Sandy's driving the arm here, and we're repositioning for EVA2, which means you first have to bring it back from the SAW deploy point, which is outside the plane of the Sarge. So you bring it inside the plane of the Sarge, and then rotate the Sarge and bring it the rest of the way. And it's actually some of the trickiest arm flying because there's a lot of motion in the arm. Even though the arm's unloaded, it was actually kind of difficult, and it was at night, of course.
In view, the solar array wings of the International Space Station and also the robotic arm now in motion. They're positioning that in preparation for today's spacewalk activity, as Steve Swanson and Joe Akaba will be egressing from the Quest airlock and making their way on the port or left truss segment of the International Space Station to begin their tasks.
And we can see here in camera Charlie that the hatch thermal cover is open, and so you are go to egress the crew lock. Ready.
In work.
This is a good view from Steve Swanson's helmet camera. As you can see, just making his way out of the crew lock of the Quest airlock.
And Joe, you'll be getting ready, crew lock bag 3. That'll be the one with the 285 footers on it to hand out to Swanee when he's ready for it. Copy that. It's in work. Thanks. And I got your left for both now.
All right. I think all sleepers are good there, Ricky.
Great, Joe. Great seeing you outside. Welcome to EVA.
Thank you.
All right, Swanee, with the safer checks, you're going to head on out to the P1, P3 tether swap location. That's Nader outboard near CP9.
Thank you very much. I'm on my way.
And Swanee, we lost sight of you. What's your location?
I'm going over the Sarge.
Hey, got to get a gauntlet check from you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Yes, gauntlets down and closed. They look good.
Great, thanks.
Thanks.
And Swanee, just from your memory, that 5226, is that the location where Joe is going to do his safety tether swap, or is he just going to pick it up there?
No, he's just going to pick it up there. He's going to go a little bit neater underneath to actually do his tether swap to keep it clear of the BTA.
Great, thanks, Swanee. He's going to go down to 5218. I just wasn't sure on the procedure here.
Right, and I'm trying to find 5226. Not popping up where I thought it was.
Yeah, if you leave it somewhere off.
Yeah. When we tacked him back there yesterday, Joe's where I'm looking.
Okay, Swanee, I'm coming up on the SARS, so I should be there shortly.
Okay.
A view from Steve Swanson's helmet camera as he and Joe Acaba are working about midway on the port truss segment. This is the deploy for the unpressurized cargo carrier attachment that's being taken out from the port truss and then ultimately attached to the exterior. It'll be used to store spare parts throughout the future of the space station.
If it got there, it seems like it won't come up anymore.
They don't go either way anymore. But they don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand why it won't come.
Oh,
there you go.
Are you guys all floated at all?
Yeah, when you do that, Swanee, let me try to unlock that.
okay. To get a better position. To get a loco on.
I don't understand why it won't come up.
Well, it's as far up as it goes. It won't go any higher right now. And I think it won't go down because,
yeah, this is
it's red.
And Discovery Houston with some big picture words.
Did you put...
Go ahead, Houston.
Hey, Ricky, see a couple things. First of all, unless you guys think you're going to be able to solve this within the next few minutes, what we would really like to do is press on to the next set of tasks, which is radiator imaging and the GPS antenna install, since they are higher priority items. That'll allow our guys to think through this some more and maybe come up with some better ideas for you.
This is a view of Steve Swanson on the end of the Kibo logistics module. And here's a view from Steve Swanson's helmet camera as he's working on top of that module. Again, he'll be installing the second of 2 GPS antennas that will be used to guide the Japanese H-2 transfer vehicle to the International Space Station when it makes its first voyage later this year, bringing supplies to the station.
All right, Joe, if you're ready for any big picture, I can just tell you you're going to be looking to focus this thing right kind of at the dead center of the radiator.
That's in work.
Okay, no rush.
Just trying to beat the glare on my right.
Copy.
The scoop is released, Ricky.
Say again, Swanee.
The scoop is released.
Fantastic. And you have it in the ORU bag on red?
AFM.
Mission Specialist Joe Acaba getting ready to redo some of the infrared photos that he took. And you can also see in this view the damage that prompted these photos, the peeled up corner of the panel in the top right hand corner of the view there.
Both those caps are off the JLT. I'm working now on the antenna itself. I'm doing the first cap of that.